Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Bert's here, playing some F1 Manager 2024, going through my first season playthrough as team principal Ricky Bobby for jeangirardracing. We've got round 12 at the Great Silverstone in Great Britain coming up next. Let's go ahead and jump into our inbox here, get this checked out. Looks like there's a lot of messages we've got to check up on. And car 1, medium speed, we need to focus on. Yeah, medium and high speed. It looks like some teams are starting to make improvements, so we need to focus our efforts there for our next car part. I believe the rear wing should help us out a bit in the medium speed, so that'll be good to see. Can maybe try developing an underfloor or a new front wing if we haven't done a front wing. I don't think we have yet. And if we did, then maybe do underfloor. Find something that we can focus our efforts a bit more towards the medium and high speed cornering. I think the rear wing is definitely going to help us out with our DRS effectiveness and the top speed. But we've got to get our dirty air and medium and high speed cornering a bit better. We are pretty solid in the tire preservation category, so great to see there. Check out our aerodynamic inspection report after the last race. We'll need solid high speed performance, and we're a little bit lacking, so we might have a little bit of a struggle this round, but we'll see. Got the race results from last time out in Austria for the lower categories. Got 2 drivers here that we're keeping an eye on, so good to see that they're doing pretty solid. And let's check on how our current affiliate drivers are improving. And they're making improvements. They are both making solid improvements. And let's see how our actual drivers are doing. Danny's finally getting an upgrade here. And Oscar still showing strong improvements all the way around. So Oscar is going to be our #1 boy. We need to keep Danny around for a little while to help get the car in better shape. And then we'll see how he performs. I mean, if he can get us a solid P2 every single time, I think Oscar is going to be our championship winner. We'll see. Let's take a look at Mercedes here. Looks like they have upgraded their design center. Which is good, and I think we have done that as well, which has been super helpful. And Red Bull's doing pretty well so far, obvious. And Max is first, and Checo is third in the Drivers' Championship. Let's go ahead and tap to cars. Speaking of cars, let me go ahead and switch these parts out really fast. It looks like a side pod. Sweet, so brand new, and we don't have a new front wing. Oh, yeah, we do actually. So we did develop a front wing, so maybe we'll focus on the underfloor next to help improve our top speed and high speed performance. Install the replacement one here, perfect. Speaking of car, I finally figured out how to kind of reposition some of the decals, change the orientation scale, etc. You can kind of see here a little sneak peek of what I've done off camera. But if you're having, oops, let me back that out. If you, we just, oh no, we just messed that up. Let's see, can we go back? We should be able to do the same here. Oh no, here we go. Where are my saved ones? So let's do this one. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to normal here. Apply changes and exit. Perfect. So before I get too far ahead again, I'll come back and fix this in just a moment. But if you tab over here to the cars section and then click on team branding, you can come in here and choose, whatever you want in driver suit, for instance. Hit edit, and if you swing over here to this far right category where it says decals, you can actually select and choose where and what type of decal you want and change the scale of it as well. So these I kind of moved around. I think these two were like side by side here. The Farum was kind of in the middle, and the Bad Turtle was just kind of in a bad spot. So I kind of got all three of these that are mainly a text logo off to one side, and then the Bad Turtle picture logo off to the other side. And you can add, so there's another one here that I have, and you do have options to put some on the back of the suit if you wish, as well as multiple sections. And if you kind of hover over which one here, kind of gives you a little lighted up view of where that location is. And if you kind of go over each category, that changes based upon where the logo will go. So that's pretty neat. And you can even put some sponsor decals on the gloves themselves. And then of course here's the helmet. I don't think you can put anything on the helmet. It doesn't look like it. Similarly for the car, if you come here to car livery, I've already kind of messed that up, and let me go back to my saved, click here, back out, we'll apply and exit. You can see here, I kind of moved the Bad Turtle that was in a bad spot to a nice corner spot here, and it does look like some of these logos changed. The Orcare logo was down here where the Farum Star is. I moved the Farum Star down. I kind of just switched these two. I liked how the gold looked against the green here, obviously, and brought the more colorful logo kind of above on the carbon fiber work. But same thing, you can click edit here, click over here to decals, and you can pick and choose which decals you want where. It does look like some of mine changed. So this was my team logo, which has now changed. So it looks like I reset all of my stuff, unfortunately. There we go. Here, apply and exit. So that should hopefully put it on the car. It looks like it did. Sweet. Let's go back to car, edit, go back to decals. And you can see here, obviously this is the front wing we're kind of focused on here, and then based on which decal you want, you can see down here at the bottom where that decal placement will be, and put them wherever you choose. So I kind of moved some things around here on the bodywork to try to clean the side of the car up a bit better and make everything flow a little bit more cohesively. Got the team logo kind of right above the engine here, and a team logo at the front of the front wing there. Some minor changes. I might play around with it a bit more off camera, but we'll see. Go back to normal, go back here, and I think we're ready to just jump straight into Silverstone. It does look like we need to get the pit crew reset. So let's go back to custom, and it's gonna change us to well rested. Perfect. So let's start here, and let's just work this Monday. Let's do double pit stop drill day here, and 3 days off before the race. And let's get back to work on Tuesday here. Let's have Monday off, do a double pit stop drill. Actually, let's switch it and do a pit stop gym, do a pit stop gym, pit stop gym, and we'll kind of keep playing around with this until, and let's go back here to this day, pit stop gym, pit stop gym, there we go. Let's do maybe double gym day here. I really want to focus on decreasing our estimated pit stop time as much as possible. We are starting to push the team a little bit, so I think we can maybe afford one more day. This needs to be switched here, so that's better. Let's actually throw another day in here. Can we do a double gym day? Double gym. Let's throw a car building day in here. And I want to do some more split gym and pit training day. Let's do another one here. So that's gonna begin to increase us. Gonna be tired for sure. Change this to rest. Brings that down, but let's just do the pit stop drill maybe. No, let's do a gym training. And let's change some of these to gym training as well. Because we are pretty solid on our actual stats here. I mean, we'll obviously go up to 96, but I feel pretty comfortable. I want to focus on getting the actual pit stop time down as much as possible. That is going to increase our chance of mistake, though, which is very unfortunate. So it's kind of like a balancing act here. And just kind of do a little bit at a time. I suppose that's going to do it. So I feel comfortable there. Don't want to push. I mean, I suppose I could, if I add another half day here of something, that's going to mess us up. Yeah, so I will just leave it as that. Let's just leave it here before we get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll confirm that. Back out. Back out. Actually, while we're here, staff, drivers, let's look for a new race engineer. Sort by overall rating. Maybe we can snag somebody that's already pretty solid. And the last game, or one of my older playthroughs of a previous game, I had Ben Mitchell in here, and he was pretty good, pretty solid. Will Joseph, of course. These are my boys. Well, my girl and boy. 38. Somebody a bit younger. Josh Peckett. He looks pretty interesting. He's currently with Alpine at 82. Let's give him a shot. Josh Peckett. Let's give that a scout. From the UK. Alrighty. Got one in motion, so now let's continue on here and jump into the race weekend. Uh-oh, Danny Rick, what happened? We are decreasing in performance, so that's not good. How does that work? How does that work? So he's deteriorating. We might need to get a new driver sooner than we thought here. He's feeling good. So I'm wondering why he has a low affinity with the race engineer for some reason. I'm wondering why he degraded. That is not good. That is not good. Low rating between the two of them. Alright, so we definitely potentially need to get rid of one or both of them and switch it up. We'll try to obviously get through this season. I don't think making a change mid-season is the way to do it. So we might have to cut his and her contract short at the end of this season based on how we can get through the rest of it. Looks like should be a two-stopper, I believe. Looks like we're not expecting rain. Gonna be a little chilly though. Yep, two-stopper, just as I predicted. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Click on some race targets here. Let's still play it aggressive and hope for the best. Silverstone, Great Britain. Excellent track, very historic. The very first F1 race took place here in the 50s, I believe. Early 50s, 51, 1950. Don't quote me on it. I know I'm not correct. Somebody out there may know. Please let me know down below. Red Bull taking it away so far this season. We are, I forgot to mention earlier, we are still fourth in the constructor standings. We are behind McLaren by 57 points, I believe, just shy of 60. So as long as we can continue to score points with both of our drivers and hopefully prevent McLaren from scoring with both of their drivers, then we might be in good shape to take P3. We gotta wait a little bit before the new rear wing is ready to be manufactured, but hopefully that's gonna be a huge boost. And as soon as we are capable, we definitely need to get a new design going as well, as soon as we can afford it. But I will go ahead and get these practice sessions knocked out off camera. Looks like they're going to be a little wet, but clean and clear for the race itself. So knock these sessions out and I'll bring you back for quali. Welcome back. Got practice all dialed in. It was a wet one indeed, but we were able to get some good running in. Got both the boys pretty well set up. Not quite to 100% as you can see here, but pretty dang close. I did play around with some settings with Danny here, but I just can't quite get much higher than that, so I'm just gonna leave Danny alone. And previously I went to 0.35 and it didn't work out, so let me try going to 0.45 with Oscar here. Just up one click, and hopefully that gets us a little bit better set up for qualifying, but we'll find out. Pardon me. Let's go ahead and jump straight into quali and just simulate straight to the race. We did have very good pace in the dry weather. We had pretty okay pace in the wet weather. So hopefully all of qualifying wasn't in the wet, but we'll see. Hopefully we have a good enough start position here in the race to do some damage and make some good points. If not, then I think we have a fast enough car to where we could hopefully make our way through the field rather quickly. We definitely need to really get the tire strategy set up as best as possible depending on where we qualified, because I think that's going to be super important here. Most likely a two-stop. The soft tires are, I believe we're using the softest set of compounds this weekend, so the soft tires get burnt up really quickly. But let's check and see where we landed. That's what I'm talking about, Oscar. Hell yes, brother. Nice work. P3 for the boy. Yeah, Danny, staying consistent at a P8. I dig it. Oscar, though, coming in hot. And it looks like the car setup did get us a little bit better. But it is too late to make that same adjustment. I think if we went one more... So it did help us a bit here, but it did bring this back down to great. So that's alright. It is 1% better than it previously was, so no biggie there. And let's peek the strategies here. Looks like going aggressive on the medium and then double soft at the end is the move for Oscar. So I'm going to leave that actually. And let's peek Danny. Kind of similar. Looks like two mediums. So let's see, double soft and a medium at the end. How does that fare us? I mean, that'll work, but let's see about something like this. No? What about something like this? Go a little deeper, maybe. So that saves us 3 seconds. Lap 35. Let's try this with Danny, the double soft, and then the aggressive medium at the end. That is 2 seconds slower still here, so it looks like we want Danny to be pushing as much as possible. So aggressive on the medium, and then to a soft, and then to a medium again aggressively. Alright, let's give, well, now that says that saves us 2 seconds. Oh, I see. I was reading it the wrong way. Alright, well actually let's do this one. The double soft into an aggressive medium at the end for Danny. And let's go ahead and get at least one pace mode here for Danny. Aggressive here for Oscar. And we'll leave that there and jump straight into it. And let's see what we can do. Oscar starting on the second row. First time, Jean Girard starting up with the big boys. Only 2 Red Bulls in front of us here. This is gonna be interesting. I think we have, pardon? I think we have a pretty solid enough car and pace in the dry to where we can hang on to this at least. At least we should be able to hang on to this. I gotta get Oscar on the aggressive push right off the bat here. And boom, boom, boom. Overtake, high, overtake, high. Looks like Oscar is starting. Got McLaren behind, and Richard, the other McLaren.
Understood.
And let's watch this play out here from Oscar's point of view. Looks like Richard is trying to make some moves on Charles, but Charles is saying, too soon, Junior. Oh, pushing him wide. And that's going to put Lando into contention with Richard there. But Lando's going to back out of it. So far, so good with Oscar. The 2 Red Bulls are going to be flying. So if we can at least stay within DRS range, that would be super beneficial. So I'm going to bring this back. Bring the battery back.
Alrighty.
And we got Charles right behind us. And Danny gets past Yuki. So Danny gets back around Yuki, so he's back to where he started. And Charles is breathing down our neck. And we're going to start to get a little bit further away from Perez there. And we got Richard coming back through. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Let me go back to deploy here. Hang on to it, Oscar.
Use overtake.
Charles is on the soft, so he's definitely going to be... Is he on the soft? Yeah, Charles is on the soft. He's going to be a bit quicker. There's not going to be much we can do, unfortunately.
DRS enabled.
But we do have DRS. So we should be able to get DRS right here as long as we can stay...
0.4.
As long as we can stay right behind Charles here. Let's jump on board here momentarily.
0.4.
Yeah, we got 2 McLarens now breathing down our neck. This is going to be a tough one. And we do have DRS though. We just got out of range. We were within the range we were within the range at the detection point, which was good. So as long as we're still within the range here at this next detection point, we should be good. Also, what I don't think we are, I don't want to push the battery because that's going to just obliterate it. We don't want to do that. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one indeed. Tough one indeed. Let's keep on the aggressive with Oscar. We got Richard directly behind us. He's going to most likely snatch us here. Unfortunately, with DRS, there's going to be nothing we can do. And we got Lando coming in also. Hang on to it. Thank goodness, brother. That's all right. That's all right. We got a long race to go. Long race to go. Richard's already burned his tires up pretty good. We're doing pretty good with the tires, even while pushing them aggressively. So let's just hang on to it. And let's go back to standard here.
I don't think we can do much more.
Yeah, that's all right, Danny. Just hang in there, brother. Just hang in there. Got a long race. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up, and let's see what happens. It's gonna be very tight. I definitely think we're gonna lose some more places here. But if we can, looks like Sargent taking a spin. It looks like if we can, I don't think we're gonna keep the podium, unfortunately. We're just too far behind now. So it looks like we're gonna just unfortunately fall back to our average finishing places of 7 and 8. But that's better than our targets, so can't complain there. So all these soft tire runners are going to have to switch off sooner than we will, but We can keep P8 with Oscar. That would be super awesome. If we can kind of play DRS leapfrog with Danny here, that will hopefully help keep the cars behind. And potentially, if the cars in front start to slow down a bit, which I doubt they will. 34s, Sainz is running into 33s already. Yeah, not good, not good. Let's just keep it here though. Speed it up one more tab and just kind of ride it out until it's time to make our pit stops here.
Okay.
And we are now in the pit window with Danny, so I'm going to go ahead and bump him up here to aggressive. Speed this back up to 4. Yuki came on a very hard charge, screaming past us. Definitely on an attack. But he burned those tires up and he made a pit stop. So that might have been the move, potentially. Because I think Danny's gonna start to struggle, maybe. Maybe not, though. We're in the pit window with Oscar as well. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch ourselves back up to where we started with Oscar, unfortunately. The car just doesn't quite have enough solves. But I think, you know, P7, P8 is a strong finish. Unfortunately, both the McLarens have got back around us. Go ahead and push attack with Danny. Go ahead and push attack with Oscar. We have a little bit more tire to burn. It should prompt us to pit here with Danny. Here we go. Go to a brand new set of softs. And let's do this lap and see. Yeah, I think we're gonna want Oscar to be in front for sure. Bring the fuel back down. Let's bring this back down to aggressive. So that way he's not... Oh, he already actually got around Oscar, so... That's alright. It should prompt us with Oscar to pit, I believe, on this one. So Richard's gonna make his pit stop. Sainz is coming out. We're gonna go to the soft, but let's go to the next lap. Let's keep pushing aggressive here with Oscar for one more.
That will be a pit stop.
Let's see, 2.8, not too shabby. I'll try to hop on board with Oscar and watch his pit stop. So Norris on a brand new set of soft, Richard brand new set of soft. Everyone going to soft in the medium, in the middle stint, I should say. Speed this up just a little bit further to get Oscar around. Go to aggressive here, bring the fuel back. And let's see if we can clear Richard. I don't think so. We might be able to clear Danny because we were running right next to him when Danny made the pit stop. So Danny's here. Gonna be tight. Gonna be tight. I don't think we're gonna be able to jump Richard, unfortunately. But we may be able to get back in front of Danny. If not, we can most certainly, hopefully, get back in front of Stroll. He's on a set of mediums that are a few laps old. All right, team, here we go. Time to shine. Let's make it quick. We can maybe snatch Richard. Nope, not gonna get it. 2.7, pretty good though. We should be able to get in front or right at Danny. We'll be racing cars, meaning Danny's gonna be the one. And there we go. There goes Danny. All right, that's okay. So we're just behind.
You're P10.
P10, no problem, no problem. Go ahead and speed things back up here and get this second stint
Stroll is now the car behind.
finished up and get to that second pit stop, and then it's gonna be a sprint to the end.
What the happened there?
Joe was not happy about that one. He had an issue getting the right rear back on. We had an issue taking the right rear off, unfortunately. So that did hinder Oscar. Danny's on a charge. Making some good ground up. Just got past Yuki there. We are a bit far away from Hamilton still, but we got a slightly better tire. Oscar should be able to catch Yuki up quickly and snag some DRS hopefully. Let's push on the battery here with Danny so we can get Yuki away from us as quick as possible. We don't want Yuki breathing down our neck. And we are super close behind Hamilton now with Danny. Push a bit here on the fuel. And let's push a bit more here on the fuel with Oscar. And Oscar is now right behind Yuki. Should be able to get past relatively quickly. Nice work. And the laps are dwindling down. So let's bring it down to 4 so we don't miss anything. And Lewis is now, he's trying to push away from us. Lewis is trying to push away from us. Let's go on the attack here with Danny. And let's go aggressive here with Oscar. We got really nothing to lose. We got Yuki clear behind us. He's got a mechanical fault. Richard picked up a mechanical fault also. I tried to watch the replay, didn't see exactly what happened there, so oh well for Richard, but good for us. So exactly what I hoped for. We're getting both of our boys scoring some points. Lando is also scoring some strong points for his team. We were in a pretty good position to start off with Oscar, but I guess the car just didn't have the sauce to compete. We got 3 laps to go. Let's go ahead and start pushing attack here. 3 laps, and Danny is right behind Lewis here. Let's jump on board with Danny. Yep, Hamilton, car ahead. We got a small gap. We got 3 to go. 3 to go. And this is your spot here, Danny. This is your spot to gain. Danny's already up 1. Oscar is down quite a bit, unfortunately.
Understood.
Lost quite a bit of ground at the beginning. I probably think going soft, medium potentially would have been the way to go. But it's a bit late for that now.
Taking a bit of a hit.
Tires have taken a bit of a hit. That's all right.
Okay, keep looking after the
Here you go. Here's the spot. Send it up the inside.
Copy.
Nice work, brother. Keep him behind. Excellent. So now we're 23 seconds behind Lando. So the top 4 just screamed away from us. And we're going to get around the back marker there, which is going to help us out. Nice. So Danny, pretty solid performance today. Pretty solid performance this whole weekend, really. Coming home P6. I think we're going to hang on to it. Oscar is behind Lewis by about 3.5. I don't think we're going to catch Lewis. Has quite a bit of ground to make up. But let's go ahead and push attack here.
Yeah, okay.
And let's just see what happens, you know?
Okay, buddy. Let's see what we've got.
Let's see what we got, brother. We got nothing to lose. So let's just send it. Hamilton on a set of mediums with about the same life as we have. However, they're not going to degrade as quick. We got a back marker in front of us.
Okay.
I don't know if hopefully we'll pick the DRS up from, I believe that's one of the Haas cars, our old team. Let us get a little bit of DRS, maybe. Let us get a little tow. Oh, that messed us up a little bit, but we are going to get the DRS. Hamilton, 2.5, so we picked up a whole second. Let's go ahead and deploy here, see if we can get a little bit closer.
Use the overtake button.
If we can snag Hamilton with Oscar as well, that would be a hell of a drive for Oscar right at the end here.
We have blue flags.
Yeah, blue flags. Get out of the way, Williams. Get out of the way. Who is that? Logan? Is that Alex? Get out of the way. Second and a half down. Let's bring this back to neutral. We don't want to burn it up for the end. Danny is well clear of Lewis, but I'm gonna keep him on the attack. Let's keep him on the attack. Oscar, we do run a risk of running out of tire.
Still plenty of opportunities.
We are gaining slowly, so let's go ahead and deploy. Actually,
Use overtake.
we're almost here. Let's go back to neutral here just for a moment. Actually, I'll deploy once we start the lap over. Yep, here we go. Deploy. All right,
Okay.
full beans here, Oscar. Full beans.
Overtake available.
We're on the attack. We've got the battery. And the Red Bull of Max should be finishing right about now, I believe. And there he is. Race over for the P1 slot. So, Danny, pretty solid. P6, here we go. Oscar, send it, brother. Woo! Easy peasy. Making it look like light work.
Sweet.
Nice, sweet indeed. Let's go back to aggressive here. Actually, let's go to standard, bring the tent back down. Keep pushing on the battery. I don't think Lewis is going to be able to keep up with us. Tires are too hot. That's alright, bring it back to standard here.
Okay.
And there we go. So, pretty strong result yet again for the team. Pretty strong yet again. Danny gonna bring it back, P6. Oscar gonna bring us back in P7. So great work from the team. Great work from the drivers. We are holding strong in that 6-7 slot. We are holding strong. That is gonna put both of our cars directly behind the points scoring McLaren of Lando Norris. So hopefully we can mitigate some damage in the Constructors' Championship
Thanks very
title
much.
race between us and McLaren. Great work indeed. Danny jumping 2 slots, Oscar dropping 4, unfortunately, but still a strong result. Still a strong result. I think we're definitely... I mean, McLaren's obviously got more points than us, but we are definitely right with them as best of the rest. Well, I mean, I guess technically we are best of the rest because McLaren's in the 3rd slot, so Red Bull and Ferrari have been dominating, and us and McLaren are going toe-to-toe for that P3 slot, but McLaren's got the better of us so far. Hopefully the rear wing upgrade will be a great boost for the car. As soon as we get some more ATR points and some more money, we will most certainly get another part development going. Kind of leaning towards the underfloor, something that's going to help improve our overall top speed, and as well as the high speed and medium speed cornering performance. We're starting to get a little slack in those departments, so if we can focus our efforts there, we're going to have a strong car towards the end of the season. We haven't done much research for the car next season, but that's all right. We've got plenty of time left to do that, and I think if we can get the car pretty well built up this season, then the deficits we're going to get for the next season car hopefully won't be as bad. Well, that's going to do it, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.